So, the time has come to talk about a Minecraft movie. This is thanks to Te69 Spartan, who sent in the paid request. Thank you for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, whether it be a random thought, stream, commentary, random piece of news, movie review, re-review, commentary, reaction, video game playthrough for an hour, or full playthrough, whatever the case may be, feel free to send it. I will get to it as soon as I possibly can. And Te69 Spartan, also thank you for the previous requests, as well as this. I appreciate that. Now, I'm sure people expect me to get all rage-worthy. No. This film just sucks. Plain and simple. Now, I liked the director. He did Napoleon Dynamite. He did Nacho Libre, which had Jack Black. Both films I enjoy. Other stuff he did, nah. This one does not feel like a film he would do. Doesn't look like a film he would do. So I can only assume he did this as a nice paycheck. Hey, I worked with Jack Black before. I got paid a lot of money. This will be a big hit, which it was. I think it's made over 800 million so far worldwide. So there will definitely be a sequel, and there will definitely be... I would not be surprised if studios take the success of this film and they quantify with making more films in this nature, which I could give a rat's fuck about seeing, unless it was a paid request. Just like I did not give a shit of seeing this film until I got the paid request. Because maybe I'm just the wrong guy. Maybe I'm just the wrong guy because I have never played 1 minute of Minecraft. Never. Now, I don't even have the game. I know it's on apparently every platform. I don't have it anywhere anyway. And honestly, when I looked at it, I went, I don't think I would be interested in playing this game. If it was a paid request, sure, give it a try, see what happens. But to go out of my way? No. Building stuff, building houses, mining, just doesn't seem like something... Again, maybe it's one of those things that it doesn't look that fun, but when you're actually doing it, it's fun. Perhaps that's the case. So, the amount of Easter eggs, the amount of references this film has will go over my head. I will not understand it. I will not get it, so I can't say I could enjoy it for those reasons. If you did, great. Apparently there were some assholes going to theaters having a good old time, whooping and hollering and throwing shit at the screen, and shut the fuck up. That's why I want to tell those people, shut the fuck up. It's one thing, I get you're part of a theater, you're cheering, but if you're destroying shit, if you're actually destroying shit in the theater and ruining other people's times, go the fuck home and jerk it. I don't know what to tell you. Calm the fuck down. And the parents, tell your kids to settle the fuck down or shut the fuck up and don't... This ain't a goddamn game, basketball, football game, Super Bowl that you won, you go destroy everything, or you lost, you go and destroy everything. Because that's stupid too, to do that shit. It's just a fucking movie. I get it that you're part of a crowd, and but at the same time, I'm sure other people are going to pay their money. They don't want to hear your goddamn voice chippering and chattering all the goddamn time. Chicken jockey, have that. Yeah, okay, here's my fucking chicken. It's called my fist, and you want to eat it. Maybe it's a turkey, and it's Thanksgiving. And, you know, the thing called stuffing? Stuffing my fist in your throat. In the dad's throat more so. Because the kid is a kid. The kid doesn't know better. It's the parents that allow that shit. So would I be hitting kids? No, I'd be hitting the parents. I'd be hitting them in the fucking dick because maybe you should not reproduce. Maybe you should have pulled out, cracked, keep in the sack, or put on the back. Okay? Because trust me, every parent should not have been a parent. Well, that'd be the wrong way to do it because that'd be lead to extinction. Not every parent is a good parent. That's what I meant to say. But anyway, so that whole controversy is just stupid. I could be loving a movie, hating a movie, but I'm not going to wreck the seat and tear shit up. It's one thing to be in my room and take a DVD or a VHS tape and break it because it's my property at the comfort of my own place. No one around that would hear it or say anything or do anything about it. That'd be one thing. Destroying other people's property, theater's property, that's ridiculous horse shit. I did. I'm not even going to blame the kids. It's the way they were parented. I'm going to blame the parents. They should fucking know better. Control your kids. You can't control your kids to the theater, don't take them to the theater. One of the 50 reasons why I don't go to the theater. If I got to see it, I'll see it in other ways. And it's also one of those things where if there's not another piece of proof that quantity does not... Quantity overshadows quality. And quality is not what's needed for a film to be successful. I think we all know this. You could say, you could give 100 examples of movies that were not that great and were successful, and films that were great and were unsuccessful. And this is yet another example. It pains me that I think you have a generally good kids film like the Looney Tunes one, The Day the Earth Blew Up. Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, that had some nice heart to it, that had some fun moments of comedy, had a decent enough story. I would say so far, with the few films I've seen this year, that's probably number one so far. That was a fun movie. Completely bombed. Did absolutely nothing. This film, because it's like the biggest video game of all time, or one of the most popular, especially current day video games of all time, has such a massive fan base, so they go see it, and they just appreciate all the Easter eggs and all the other stuff, and it makes a ton of money. And, you know, people wonder, on the variety of other reasons, why films suck today. Because you don't have to make a quality film. You just have to make a film that will get enough of this, and that's what studios want more nowadays. Especially when, although they wonder why many of their other films bomb. But at the same time, you gotta also look at it the other way. There are some good films, and they bomb as well. So maybe there is no way to fix it. Maybe there is no way to not hit the iceberg. Maybe Hollywood just needs to hit the iceberg and crumble. But no, instead, all they will rely on are making films like this that are nonsensical, fucking garbage CGI overload, where it feels like you gotta be on ADD to enjoy the fucking film, or the film itself is on ADD. With aggravating, annoying characters, or characters that are almost non-existent. And yeah, this movie was just such a load of bullshit. But with all the fucking building this, did they build a good movie? That would have been nice too. So to get into the film itself, I'm 9 minutes in, I'm rambling about nothing. In the first 3 minutes, they go like in fast forward, where Jack Black is narrating, "Oh my God, I was a kid and I want to be a miner." You know, the actual miner, not the miner that Hollywood people love. The actual with the pickaxe, that miner. And why, like he tries to explain why he wanted to be one, but then I still didn't really get it that much. And for some reason, he's a kid that's able to get to the mines in the middle of fucking nowhere, and you're wondering where his parents or anybody else is at. And then some old-ass miners look at him, say, "Get away from her," which makes sense because kids should not be around mines because they're fucking dangerous. So that makes sense. And then he's worked at this job, and I barely remember what the fuck job he's working at. It's a job that at one point he sings about, "Oh, We could have a condominium, and at this condominium, all these things would be great. Because Jack Black has the fucking scene. Because apparently it's in his goddamn contract, the scene in every fucking film he's in nowadays. Or every other film, at least. So he's not happy. Then he goes back, and he's older now. He plays the character Steve, which I believe Steve is from the game. And the same miner who has not aged a day is still there. And Jack Black kind of dodges. And of course it makes sense he would want him not to be in the mine because, I don't know, he's never been in a fucking mine before. So it's dangerous in there. You'd get killed. And it'd be a fucking lawsuit or all sorts of other stuff. So the old guy, I don't blame him for, he's not a prick. It's not because you can't be creative. It's, you're a kid. You're going to die. Or you don't know anything about mining. You don't know anything about how it works in there. It's dangerous. You're going to die. But yeah, apparently that guy's the bad guy, apparently, because he makes sense. That's why he's the bad guy. He makes fucking sense. So Jack Black goes in there, and then he's mining, then he finds this orb, then he finds this crystal, then he combines it, and Captain Planet doesn't show up, and so he goes through a fucking portal, then he's in the overworld, then he meets all this other shit, then he knows he could build shit, and have blocks and shit. By the way, all this stuff is happening within 3 minutes of the movie. 3 minutes, we jettison through all this information. And within, like, seriously, less than 5 minutes, all that I said, as well as, well, there's this stuff here, and then he met a dog, a wolf, and then he fed it a bone, and then he lights the wolf, and the wolf lights him. Did you see the hearts come out of his fucking brain or whatever? And then his name's gonna be Dennis, which is a shitty name for a wolf. How the fuck do you want to have a wolf for a pet and name him Dennis? Such a lame ass fucking name. Sorry to anyone who's named Dennis. Apologies. I wouldn't name the wolf Matt, and I'm Matt. I would name him fucking cool, like Cujo or something. Okay? Or Warhammer, or something. Not fucking Dennis. As I guess people were Dennis. My name's Matt. I wouldn't name him fucking Matt like I just said. Name him a cool name, not fucking Dennis. Maybe that's Dennis the Menace. I mean, anyway. If I named him Raphael, at least I'd be like, oh, right, okay. Something like that. Dennis. Yeah, a polished say would name Dennis. Nothing against that. Yeah, maybe it's from the game. Whatever. So then, what the fuck? Oh, then he gets into the hellish underworld, and there's this pig bitch. No, not Brie Larson. It's someone else. Margosha. So no, it's not Brie Larson. It's not, Rachel Zegler. It's some other pig. And captures Jack Black, and then Jack Black is able to get his wolf pet to take the orb and stuff and get the fuck out of Dodge. Because it makes me wonder, if it was that fucking easy, why didn't Jack Black do this sooner before he go into the hell with all this other shit, but whatever. And the wolf's able to not only get through, but also able to find Jack Black, because Jack Black tells him his address. Because apparently if a wolf goes into the real world, they know how to read addresses, and they can read maps, and they could, I guess his scent maybe, I don't know, to go all the way to fucking home. And Jack Black is so smart, he thinks the best place to hide this is under his bed. You don't know how long you're going to be there. You don't know how long you're going to be trapped in there. So you think the best course of action is to hide this important shit under your water bed. And then at times I'm wondering, okay, is this taking place at today's age? Or is this taking place in the 80s? Or like, when's this taking place? Because in the next scene is Jason Momoa, Aquaman, Aqua Douche, Roman Reigns of the Sea, Conan the Sympian, there you go, Conan the Sympian. He's this video game champion in the 80s, but I guess now it takes place today's age, and he's running this. The fact he's even has a video game store in 2020, if where he's at is 2025, the fact that he has a store at all that sells physical video games, no wonder I'm surprised he didn't get evicted sooner. It's a rarity nowadays. But he gets his eviction notice. And Jason Momoa, before I go on, these two were so cringe in this movie. Jack Black, listen, I like Nacho Libre, I have fun with. Tropic Thunder, I like. School Rock, I don't mind. Hell, I mean, back in the day, I would see him in X-Files episodes like DPO, where he got hit by lightning by Giovanni Ribisi, while Hey Man Nice Shots is playing on the soundtrack by Filter. He was one of Dennis Leary's crew in Demolition Man. He got shot up by Bruce Willis in The Jackal. But nowadays, he's one of those guys that I never need to see again. Now, because this film made so much money, you don't see a lot more Jack Black. You don't see sequels of this. But from the Jumanji sequels to Borderlands to... what the hell was that other movie? Hell, this movie. There's another movie I can't think of. I'm just so tired of seeing his sorry ass. And then that whole stupid shit with him and his buddy, Tenacious D, talking about how the Donald Trump thing with the, hey, don't miss next time. Listen, whether you like or dislike the guy, saying, hey, that guy should be assassinated in a beating where an innocent person saved his family and got killed for it, because that happened at that place too. I don't really find that fucking funny. You can call me whatever names you want. I don't like any politicians because I think they're all full of shit. Do I like Joe Biden? No, but I don't like Donald Dumptruck either. I don't like either of them. I think they're all full of shit. I've said they've all been full of shit. I will maintain all politicians are full of shit. Does that mean, oh, I want that guy assassinated? No, that's fucking stupid. That's fucking rude. That's fucking mean. And it's fucking... to me, that's not comedy. So... and then he threw his buddy under the bus, even though he was part of it. So I don't respect Jack Black much as a person. I don't respect him as a comedian anymore. I don't respect him as an actor. And this is one of his most over-the-top, cringiest performances I've seen. He is Jack Black up to, if it's 1 to 10, he's up to 12. Not even 11 like Spinal Tap. Like literally up to 12. And he's just being so energetic, but not in a fun way, more in an aggravating, I want you to shut the fuck up. I'm going to pull every hair out of your beard and stuff them down your mouth so it could be a gag and not just hear the muffles. Okay? I will take my beard and did with the pain, pulling my beard out from here and the beard down there by my crotch. I will pull every fucking hair off my body until I'm as smooth as a criminal, and I'm going to put it in your fucking mouth and I'm going to shove it down so you shut the fuck up. Jack Black, please shut the fuck up. Okay? And Jason Momoa, he was so like trying to be the tough guy, the dude bro, but then he's wearing like this garish pink outfits, which I don't even think people in the 80s would have been caught dead in. And then he's the guy who's pretend to be tough, but he gets his ass kicked, and he's a goof, and he's a doof, and he's a goober, and he's a loser, and he's just unfunny shtick. You know, this is the type of trying to be a badass and then get his ass kicked. And I was never a Jason Momoa fan, not in Conan the Simpian, not in Aqua Douche, not in really anything. When he was you know what? It's like he's playing the villain in Fast 9, or was it 10 or 11? Fast 10, right? It was Fast 10. Imagine the villain in Fast 10, but if he was a good guy and even less incompetent at his job. It's like they want to say he's gay, but he's not gay, I guess. That's what they're going for. That's what it seems like at times. Is that a bad thing? No, it's just not a funny thing to me. And also, like the point of him being a video game champion, why? It doesn't do anything for later in the film. You think, oh, he's a video game champion, and now they're in something that may be like a video game. So maybe his knowledge or his aptitude or anything about that will come into play. No, it doesn't. Whether his reactions when he was playing the video game or how it... No, none of that ever comes to play later on. So what the fuck was the point of him being a video game champion in the 80s? Nothing. Just so that, oh, I'm going to go to this auction because I'm being evicted. Well, he's got maybe an Atari system, like what was it, Atari Cosmos, they said. Oh, I'll go buy this auction. Man, there's nothing in here. Oh, it's just this tube and shit. Okay. And from what I understand, Minecraft barely has a story. I think there is a story mode. Something about you do some stuff and then there's a dragon and whatever. I don't know. But I don't know. People don't talk about Minecraft because of a story. But hey, I mean, there are other movies that have less story and you could create, if you have decent characters, characters worth a shit, a decent plot. Doesn't have to be an Oscar-winning plot. I know that. A video game movie is not going to have an Oscar-winning plot. It's not. I'm not saying it should. What I'm saying is halfway decent. But with the CGI being everywhere, because it's a Minecraft world, I didn't give a rat's fucking ass about what was going on. Sorry for the edit. Apparently I was ranting too hard that my camera was literally trying to tell me, please stop, please. I don't want you talking about this movie. Just my camera has listened to me spiel out of bullshit, but said, I don't want to listen to Minecraft anymore. No, in other words, I have this plugged in. I did not have it plugged all the way, so by the end I was freaking out. So I'm like, let me fix that bit. But as I was saying with Minecraft, with any property, with a story, you can, with the right tools, create worthwhile entertainment. If you like this film, that's fine. But for me, this was one of those films I got nothing out of it. I'm kind of sitting there and it just passed me by, and the beginning of the film, we're rushing into who these characters are supposed to be, but I have no reason to care. Not about Jack Black, not about Jason Momoa. And then you have 3 other characters. You have these 2 kids that somehow, okay, their mom died. I have no idea what happened to their dad, because I swear to God, in the entire film, they never mention what happened to the dad. What happened? I thought that was very weird. Like, never a mention. It's always mom died. It's never the parents died. Or dad left us. Or dad didn't want us. No, nothing about him. Which, again, very strange. Even stranger, they're at a place that honestly would probably cost you like $500,000, if that, maybe at least $100,000 at least to live at, and somehow this girl, she doesn't look, I don't know how old she is, but she doesn't look older than 20, and then this kid is going to school. How the fuck do they afford this place? How the hell is this girl going to work whatever job she does to afford this place? Never explain. We're supposed to just take it willy-nilly. And then you have this real estate lady, which she is there for honestly no reason. I have no idea why she's there. So the kid, the boy, he has like his character has one face as resting bitch face. Just, someone mentioned like if Paul Rudd was 12 years old, that's kind of what he looks like. But it just, I didn't care about him. Fella was just whining all the goddamn time. Well, whining's the wrong word to put it, to be fair. Not whine, just, I don't know. I had no reason to care, and the sister was just worried. Just worried, that's it. The boy does something in class where he's supposed to draw, and the teacher gets mad at him because he's creative in drawing. I understand that teachers can be asses, but from what I understand, if an art teacher wants you to draw and you're creative, they would actually support that. But it has to be, nope. It's supposed to be this whole, get mad at him, we get mad at him because he's creative. Creative is bad. Being creative is bad. he gets like a dare from a bully and he makes a jetpack and the jetpack goes up shit creek, hits like a potato chip factory. And I'm sitting there going, okay, you're going to juvie, going to jail, whatever after this. But Jennifer Coolidge, a Stifler's mom, I think it was Stifler's mom, she is the principal and kind of gives him a warning and such. The kid finds Jason Momoa's place. They talk. Quickly find the tube and the thing. They put it together. And I guess they're led to the mine. Makes me wonder how that journey went from the video game store all the way to the fucking mine. Makes me wonder how that journey took place. The sister, she's so worried about her brother, but she doesn't bother to call the school, or the school call her about what happened. She has to hear about from the real estate lady. And then she's like, oh, where's my brother? So then the real estate takes her phone and goes, oh, he's at the mines. You tell me this lady who's supposed to be supporting her brother, she doesn't know how to work a fucking phone, let alone an app, to find where her brother's at? Or make a fucking call to the school and go, hey, everything going good with my brother? And if it's supposed to be this whole thing where it's a brother and a sister who are on the outs because of the death of their mom, or what the fuck happened to their dad? I guess their dad was disappeared into the air, to the ether, because he's never mentioned at all. No, it doesn't go anywhere with that. If it's like the brother and sister and they're going their ups and downs, and the sister maybe is overprotective and the brother wants to be more independent, but I don't want you as a parent, I want you as my sister. You're not my mom or dad, I want you as my sister. All the shit I'm saying right now, I don't need to say, because the movie never broaches that topic, never comes close to that topic. Because after arriving there for a little bit, they get separated. They're separated for like the rest of the movie. So there's no development. There's no arc. For the closest you get to an arc is Jason Momoa is a wannabe tough guy, and then he finally does something somewhat heroic. That's about it. So the sister and the real estate lady follow the app, and they find the brother and Jason Momoa at the mines, and then they get jettisoned into it. And then it just comes off as like one of those shitty Jumanji sequels, which also had Jack Black. That's really what this felt like. Take one of the Jumanji sequels, Welcome to the Jungle, The Next Level, and just plug in Minecraft instead of those CG jungle animals. That's really what this is. And hey, they must have known that formula because they looked at those movies, they go, they made a lot of money, Jack Black was in them, this made a lot of money. I thought those Jumanji sequels sucked too. The only Jumanji movie I thought was good was the first one with Robin Williams. But of course, why would studios not keep doing it if it makes them money? Again, it doesn't need to be good. It just needs to be successful. And to repeat myself, it's fucking sad that you had a really good movie like that Looney Tunes one completely bombed, but then this one makes all the money, so if that's the way it is, then that's the way. I don't know what to tell you. The jokes, the lines, the dialogue. The dialogue is Jack Black being very over the top. His energy, just hyper. When the other four jettisoned into the world, the real estate ladies say, oh, my butt. They wander around, they look around, it becomes nighttime, they get the characters from the games, the skeletons, the zombies, they fight them off. Momoa finds a shovel so he could dig. The kid's able to figure out how to put the blocks up. I'm trying to remember with Minecraft because I remember people have seen some people play it, but that was a long time ago. You have to get stuff to be able to build stuff, right? Even those blocks. But it felt like when Jack Black got there, he didn't even need to do that. He's just like, bah, 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 without mining anything. But then later on, it's like, oh, here's these objects, you hit them, and then you create a sword, or you create this and that. Jack Black arrives, he fights the zombies. It's awkward as fuck to see Jack Black trying to fight. Because his gut is... I mean, you're not Sammo Hung, Jack Black. You're not... I know you played the Kung Fu Panda, but you're not the Kung Fu Panda, buddy. I'm sorry. Your fighting sucks. Your stance sucks. Your form sucks. And honestly, you suck. Fuck Jack Black. So it was a shitty fight. It becomes daytime again. He tells him about the world. Jason Momoa, wannabe tough guy. I'm gonna crack you with my butt cheeks like a walnut. How about you just stick a dick up your ass and just stop lying to everybody? How about that? Well, I'm sure references to the game, some with chicken and lava. Once again, Jack Black trying to sing la 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 lava chicken. They go back to the pig soldiers. This is one pig soldier who wants to talk. I don't know how the fuck you describe him talking. Like a simp, like an idiot. You know what? The way that the one pig soldier was talking, he's talking like the guy in Thor Ragnarok, Thor Love and Thunder, that was voiced by the director. The one made a stone. I forget what the hell his name was. But that seems like what they were trying to go for with the way he was talking. At least a little bit. The brother, the teen, sees that Jack Black can build stuff, so he's able to take random shit and build a tater tot launcher. Momoa wants to build something, so he accidentally builds 2 buckets, and then he tries to use them as nunchucks, and he fails. I don't know why the real estate lady's here. She brings nothing to the table. Absolutely nothing. Neither does the sister either. Like, she doesn't even need to be here as well. There's no story to the real estate lady. She's just there along for the ride and says nothing worthwhile, nothing funny, nothing memorable. You're not going to remember one piece of dialogue she says. The sister, she has no arc, whether she's got to stop being a mother hen, or whether she's got to be able to trust her brother, or she's got to let whatever happened to her mother go, or she's worried about what happens to her brother because her mother already died. She doesn't want to lose anybody else. There's no art. There's nothing to her. She could just not be in the movie as well. They get to a village. There's a battle. The villains, the pig creatures come in. Jack Black's ready to fight. He gets knocked out accidentally by Jason Momoa. Momoa tries to fight with those buckets. He gets his ass kicked. The 2 ladies know how to fight, though. Of course they do. And the little boy that looks like a reject from Stranger Things, he starts shooting them with the tater tot launcher. Does that sound like fun to you? It doesn't to me. Sounds lame as fuck, because it was lame as fuck, in my opinion. Eventually, the real estate lady and the sister go this way. The other 3 go the other way. At one point, they get these things that could glide. And there's a little bit of an air battle, which results in Jack Black and Jason Momoa holding each other. They gotta go through this thin hole. And it felt like it was a bunch of sexual innuendo, which is great for a kid's film. including them going to a 69 position. And they go through the hole. Yeah, like a dick through a pussy. Or more like shit through an asshole. And then when they land and crash, and then the boy, he crashes as well. Jason Momoa was complaining, and then he's talking about like, why does my beer smell like Gouda or like cheese? I think it was Gouda, he said, but why does my beer smell like cheese? Is that supposed to be how you did? He was next to Jack Black's crotch. His crotch probably smells like cheese. This is the comedy, folks. This is the jokes. These are the jokes. What the fuck happened next? Oh, Jason Momoa, he blackmails Jack Black. I have the thing you want, but you said there's mines with diamonds. We need to go there first. Jack Black doesn't want to because they're supposed to go this way, but fine, he'll go this way. They go into the mines. Jason Momoa gets beat up by a lot of traps and goofy, stupid bullshit. They find the diamonds. They're chased by something called the... What the fuck was it called? The Great Hog. They get on a mine cart. They're trying to get away. There's these things, I think it's called the creepers. They get to where they need to go. They get jettisoned out. The creepers explode and they get the hell out. The teen is pissed at Jason Momoa because of his diversion to the mines. Oh, the villain, Malgosha. The reason she's a villain is because she was at a talent show and danced, and they laughed at her dancing. So from then on, she denounces creativity. And that's why she wants to destroy all this. Really? Really? That's why? Really? Really? The best you got. She got laughed at a dance a talent show, because they didn't like her dancing. What's next? A serial killer killing people because he was told one time he had bad breath? So the brother says, "What? They get to the castle. The brother's like, hey, I'll go over here. I need a distraction." So Jason Momoa comes up with a plan for him and Jack Black to do a fucking song for these other guards while the kid tries to get the thing. They did what they need to. They escape on a balloon, like air balloon type of thing. Jason Momoa says, "Go, I'll stay here." There's an explosion. You made it think Momoa's dead. You know he's not dead because it's not that kind of movie. Just wishful thinking. Eventually, there's this big battle. The sister and the real estate lady find the wolf Dennis. And Dennis leads them to where Jack Black's at. There's this big... Because the village has these stone golems that I guess won't do anything unless you attack them first. Or attack one of the villagers. So the pigs are finding the golems, and there's a big CGI battle. And it's like, I don't... Because I never played a fucking minute of Minecraft, I don't care. I don't care about the look of the movie. I don't care about them looking like blocks. I don't... It wasn't aesthetically pleasing. There's nothing that made me go, whoa. It was just like, okay, it's a pink sheep. Okay, it's a chicken and... Nothing about this enticed me. If this was something that, hey, do you want to play the game after watching the movie? I would go, no. Because this is a paid request. Because nothing in the movie enticed me to go, oh, I need to try that game out. Jack Black gets his sword and armor and is fighting the lead bad girl, Pig, while the kids building this shit, lousy looking fucking tower to get up to where he needs to go. And there's a blast, the kids fall, and Momoa comes in, grabs him, saves him because he's not dead. Something about the buckets saved him. I think that's a reference to the game. The kid's able to destroy the stuff. The pigs and stuff kind of get discarded. Pretty much kill all of them. Fucking genocide. Jack Black's thinking of staying, but eventually gets convinced. Leaves with them. It ends with like the kid makes his jetpack thing again, but it works well, so everyone loves him. Jack Black, I think they traded the game. They don't call it Minecraft, but they call something with blocks. It's a success. So Momoa saves the store, and Jack Black is with them, and they're singing again. I mean, there's no arc of like Jack Black, hey, creativity is good, but you just have to prioritize with stuff that also needs to be done. It's great to have your head in the clouds. It's great to be creativity, but you can't do that 100% of the time because you gotta take a breather to do other things. Maybe that could be a story point or an arc. Or maybe where someone gets belittled by the real world and don't be creative, and someone's creative, and then like they try to do that with the boy because I'll never use this again. He throws like his book away that he would draw, but it just wasn't really done that much flourished, that much layered, like barely any fucking layers in this movie. And it's not entertaining. It's not funny. The action scenes I didn't give a rat's ass about. The Easter eggs, I'm sure there are a multitude. They went over my head because I never played the fucking thing. And it just was a dime a dozen forgettable, overbloated CGI garbage film that I will forget in 2 days. I swear to God I will. I won't remember much of a fucking thing about this goddamn movie in 2 days. Just so fucking annoying, loud, obnoxious. The soundtrack, they play an Ozzy Osbourne. Seems like one of the 3 Ozzy Osbourne fucking songs they play. Ba-da-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-da-da-da-na-da. It's like one of the old. It's like movies. That's one of the only fucking Ozzy Osbourne songs they play, as if he hasn't done any other fucking songs in his whole career. But these movies use like the same fucking 3 ones. It's either like Crazy Train or this song or something else. Like, you do know Ozzy Osbourne's done more fucking songs than that, right? The rest of the songs and music, I don't fucking remember. The look of the film, I mean, every other shot they're on, obviously, a CG, on a soundstage. The CG I didn't give a rat's ass about, honestly. But whether it's because I have no nostalgic or no charm for the look of the game or what have you. Oh, I almost forgot. There's this other subplot that's fucking weird. One of the villagers escapes to the real world, gets accidentally hit by Jennifer Coolidge, and then they have a romantic dinner. And then during the end credits, apparently they've learned each other's language and are going to get married. Maybe it's not as weird as the fucking Pixels movie where Cuber turns himself into a girl and decides to have sex with Josh Gad, and they have tuber babies. Which I'm like, God damn, Cuber. Okay, you want to turn to a girl? Okay, but do you pick someone better than Josh Gad? God, if you want to do all that, fine, but have better taste than Josh fucking Gad. Shit. If you went for Ryan, I don't know, Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, or Captain fucking Ryan, or God, this movie, man, I'm going insane in the membrane. I hate this fucking movie, man. I really did. Is it the worst movie I've seen this year? Probably not, but I mean, I saw Snow White. I would say that was worse. I don't know what the worst film this year has been. I really don't, but goddamn was this annoying. This might be the most annoying movie this year. I don't know. And it made a shitload of money because the property, the IP is very, very successful, so. And, like, people in cinemas are going so apeshit over this film, they're tearing the theaters apart? Really? Oh yeah, there's that one scene when the kid's trying to get the thing and Jack Black and Jason Momoa, they're doing the music. They get caught. Then they're put into this little battle arena where Jason Momoa has to fight the little zombie on a chicken. It's called a chicken jockey. Because apparently that became a thing for people. I'm like, really? Sorry, I think my brain just shut down right there. You know, people wonder why I'm so cynical and pessimistic on films today. You just hate everything. You know what? Maybe. Yes, when most of the things are shit, then I guess it would seem like I hate everything. I know. I mean, this year so far, what if we had, in my opinion, a shitty Captain America film. I think that Stallone film, Alarum, came out this year. A shitty Snow White film. This I thought sucked. Let me look up a list. I'm just curious. 2025 films. Obviously, of course, I have not seen all the films that come out this year. But a Minecraft movie, Captain America Brave New World, Snow White. Are you fucking serious? And let me look at... I might have stuff on my letterbox, just curious. Let me look at my letterboxd. Which is a site that sometimes I do put in star ratings on movies. Oh yeah, Den of Thieves 2, I forgot that came out. So yeah, Den of Thieves 2, Alarum. Okay, I didn't mind Companion. I didn't mind Love Hurts. And for some reason, the day the Earth blew up, they say it's 2024, but it's really 2025. So those three are the only ones I've seen so far this year that I liked. A Working Man with Jason Statham, even that was disappointing. I didn't hate it, but it was a disappointing film. But yeah. This year has sucked ass so far for movies. Like, even like Companion, Love Hurts, I liked them. Would I ever see them again? Probably not, but, you know, I liked them. But this has been a shitty fucking year for movies. And what, there's like 3 Popeye films, horror films, which I've not been requested any of them. But the whole idea pisses me off because I love the Popeye character. Some of this other shit, man. I don't know what to say. Fuck. And a Minecraft movie is the most successful film so far this year. We'll see you guys later. I'm done talking about this fucking film, man. Like I said at the beginning of the video, studios will learn. Maybe the lessons they will learn is find whatever IP we could get. Make sure we have a lot of references, a lot of Easter eggs to the game. Don't worry about the characters. Don't worry about the story. Don't worry about the stuff that makes a movie decent. Not saying it has to be a 5-star Oscar caliber film. Far, far from it, actually. But don't be surprised if more films like this start coming out of the ether. Because movie theaters definitely want something that will make them the money this is making. So follow that trend. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.